Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. And the subject of our next replay is Roswell's 45. Now, that's quite a mouthful to say, so I'll just call him Pete. Pete's a friend of Dave. Dave features in a lot of Jingles' replays, so we'll call this one Pete. And he's in the M40 on the north spawn of Fisherman's Bay. I say the M40, but I think actually this one is the M43. Certainly looks like it. And he's moving off to the west, to the dip. It's a favourite spot for most of the Arty on the north spawn. Let's see if he goes down into the dip or stays in the bush at the top. Yes, he has gone down into the dip. But no, he's actually going to perch himself on this rock at the very back of the map. Okay, and he's extended his aim to have a look for the enemy. Okay, there's an enemy target turned up. It's a T-54 and he's looking at it, trying to let the aim dial in. He shoots. I don't think that was... No, that wasn't fully aimed in. He is doing it from quite a long way up. So, yes, he zoomed in again this time. I think he zoomed in too much there. He is platooned with two of his teammates. One of which is one of the Arty. And the other appears to be a tank destroyer. Or is that... No, I'm mistaken. One of them's a heavy tank and the other one's a tank destroyer. And the heavy tank is the T-26E5, and we're looking at that Patriot right now as he's facing off against the Jagdtiger. And Dave's trying to, or Pete's trying to help. Okay, he shoots. Ooh, good solid splash hit. 453 hit points there. And it looks like it's tracked the Jagdtiger as well. And his teammate gets the kill. Now we can't see any other of the enemy. Ah, a heavy has turned up. It's a mouse. It's right in the centre of town. From the sounds of it, Pete has a female crew on his M43. It's quite nice. I thought I heard a female voice when we got the battle results. Nope, he's decided he's not going to go for the mouse. He's going to go for the IS-3 that's behind it. He's nicely dialed in. He shoots. Rounds out. Direct hit. 506 hit points and 2 critical hits. That's a good solid hit there. And he's reloading. Of course, because this is the M43, he hasn't got that many rounds. And he's got quite a long load cycle. But he can do a lot more damage with each of those shots. Now he's trying to decide what's the next target. That mouse is obstructed by the buildings at the moment, but he needs that mouse to pull back if he's going to get the shot into it. Okay, lines up this Type 4 heavy, letting the aim dial in. It stopped. Oh, that's unfortunate. He definitely got the stun, but unfortunately because it stopped, it didn't carry on. He would have got a nice hit if that Type 4 had just kept moving. But Pete's decided to relocate because there's an enemy medium that's got quite close. And so he needs to get out of the way. So he's decided to drive over the other side of the map. And the UDES is joining him. The UDES is his platoon mate. I think the UDES is going to go back into those bushes. Yes, and so's Pete. Okay, he's lining up on that Type 4 heavy. He's almost reloaded. 12 rounds left. Okay, he's dialing in on the rear of that Type 4. He shoots. Oh, good solid hit. 216 hit points there. Now he's starting to move east again. Not that he doesn't like his teammate or his platoon mate, but I think he wants to get a better angle on those tanks that are in the town. Yep, he's lining up a shot on those ones in the town, but he's going back to the Type 4 heavy And that Batchat 12T is moving too quickly for him to hit that. But the Type 4 Heavy is nice and slow, which means it's more likely to get a hit. He's almost dialed in, almost reloaded. Unfortunately, it goes out of sight before he can get a round off. But this mouse has now made himself vulnerable. Now Pete's lined up the shot, rounds out, direct hit. 375 hit points and a good stun. And he's picking up stun assist as well. A good 345 there. 341 rather. Okay, he's looking at that Type 4 Heavy again. It's popped up. Batchat's doing circles in the field. Not being much help there. Unfortunately, that Type 4 Heavy that was in the field has now gone unsighted again. The only good that Batchat 12T is doing, circling there, is to prevent the tanks on Pete's team from spotting where the Type 4 Heavy's gone to. But Pete tries a shot at that Batchat, but it's just moving too quickly for him to have any effect upon it. Now we know there's a Type 4 Heavy there. So Pete's relocating. Now there's an enemy over the far side of the map, but they're requesting help for him to shoot at that. But Pete's ignoring that. He's going to go after this Type 4 Heavy. He's nicely lined up, waiting for the reload to complete. Almost there. Rounds out. Direct hit. 343 hit points, 3 critical hits, and a decent stun as well. Now, if he can get some stun assist, he has got teammates nearby. They can shoot at that Type 4. Unfortunately, that shot went in just after the stun wore off. There's still quite a number of opponents on the enemy team. The tank destroyer that was threatening on the west side of the map has now been dealt with, but a light tank's turned up, and that Type 4 Heavy's gone down. Now the light tank is the Batchat 12T that was causing problems earlier, but it hasn't got much health, so he'll probably go down to the tank destroyers that are defending this route. But Pete fires a round in, and he hits the Batchat 12T. That was an almost unbelievable shot, because it was hardly aimed at all. Well, not hardly aimed, it's the aim wasn't dialed in. So it was almost a fluke that it hit. But very welcome all the same. That's his first kill of the game. Okay, SU-122-54's come up. And he's facing off against the UDES. This UDES is Pete's platoon mate. Oh, this is going to be difficult, because if he fires, he might damage or stun his own teammate. But he needs to do something, because otherwise his teammate might go down. Okay, he's ready to shoot. He shoots. And the UDES gets killed, but he gets a 452 hit on the SU-122. And he's relocating immediately. And he's got some stun assist as well. And that 122 has gone down. It's been taken out. Okay, he's moved to a new position. Now, it's a bit close to those houses. That might obstruct his field of fire. Let's have a look and see if that happens. I don't think the enemy's going to be that close, so he'll maybe shooting over the top of the houses, so maybe my concerns are not justified there. But he's almost reloaded. He shoots in. He thinks there's an enemy there. Hits the house. Well, splashes next to the house. But no result. Okay, he's got 2 teammates near the enemy cap. A tree went down. A tree went down there, just to the south of the aim point. He saw it. He's readjusted his aim, but he's still got a long time to go before his aim cycle is complete. His load cycle is complete. But that does indicate that there was an enemy there. Trees don't fall on their own. He's indicating with his T key that's where he's going to target. Is he going to shoot, or is he... No, he's just indicating with the T key. He has shot. Rounds out. It went in! It definitely hit a target. Definitely hit one of the enemy there. No explosion. It looks like his teammates are receiving fire from that position. Or from another enemy nearby. Looks like they're also reluctant to move up. Now hopefully the tank destroyers, which are on the west flank, can actually come down and dislodge whoever's there. It's probably the 3 enemy tank destroyers and the enemy artillery. Although I think that the enemy SPG is further back. Okay, it's the Gorilla 15. It's actually in that bush. And it looks like he hit it as well, because it's lost 1,000 of its hit points. Okay, and we've seen the Borsig as well. And the Borsig's been killed. Borsig was taken out by the STR-V103B. So we know... There's the enemy artillery. Just to the north of where he's aiming right now, the enemy artillery. I can see the tracer, but he's looking in the wrong position. He needs to be just a little further north. About 50 meters... No, maybe not even 50 meters. About 40 meters north. But another Borsig's been spotted. And that's been taken out. Now hopefully he will see the tracer when the Arty fires the next time. We turn off the V key. He shoots in, but it was the wrong position. It was slightly north of that position, the Arty. No, he's found the Gorilla 15. That's the other enemy left. Unfortunately, he's still got some time to go on his load cycle. Now, can we see the... No, he's marked where he thinks it is. I don't think it's there. The Gorilla 15's running away. He's almost complete. He's only got 2 rounds left. He shoots. And it's a direct hit. 292 hit points. Wiped out the Gorilla 15. Now, can he see where that enemy Arty was? It was just north of that tree last time we saw the tracer. A bit further north from where you are now. Hopefully he will see the tracer. Okay, he's about 3/4 of the way through his load cycle. Almost there. He's decided to move a little further, a little closer. He's only got 1 round left, so he needs to make this round count. But there's only 1 enemy left. And of course we all know what that means. If he gets this kill, he gets a Fadin's medal. Now his teammates are going to the cap. They're trying to cap. That means the enemy artillery is going to be shooting at the cap. So there will be a tracer that he can spot. He's closing the distance. Okay, the cap's progressing. Now he's looking. He's looking. If we turn off the V key, we can see the tracer when that artillery fires. Nope, he's decided to move again. Oh, the Lorraine's been found. He's come all the way around to the north. Oh my gum. He's manually aiming. No, he's auto-locked on. And he shoots and he kills the Lorraine. A massive hit. 390 hit points, and he kills the Lorraine, and of course that wins him the Fadin's medal as well. What a result. An ace tanker in the M40, M43, a bruiser medal, a Gores medal for scoring more damage than 10 times the hit points of his vehicle, the Fadin's medal for killing the last enemy with the last shell in your magazine, and the Confederate medal for doing more damage than any other member of your team and hitting at least 6 enemies that were subsequently destroyed by other members of your team. So what a result there. If we look at the team scores, he did 4,521 hit points of damage, 3 kills. He did 1,396 base XP, which is of course a very high score indeed. And if we look at detailed, he fired all 16 rounds in his magazine. He got 8 direct hits, 8 penetrations, 5 splash, damage of 4,521, of which 4,131 were a distance of more than 300 meters. Of course, the Lorraine was the one that he killed that was very close. And God, what possessed that Lorraine to come all the way round that end of the battlefield. But 1 enemy vehicle spotted, the Lorraine, 9 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 destroyed, 177 damage assistance, 669 stun assistance, and 10 stuns in total. He has a standard account, so he earned 37,816 credits. After deductions for ammunition resupply, he takes away 7,896 credits. He earned 1,396 base XP, times 2 for first victory of the day, and for playing in a platoon he gets another 140 experience points to give a total of 2,932 experience points in total. So very well done there, Roswell 45, or Pete as we shall now call you. If you enjoyed this replay, please do give it a like, and do subscribe to our channel if you can, because we get excellent replays like this all the time. And hopefully I will see you in the next replay.